Hello, Tema is here. So today we continue in our campaign of Necrophage. We left at turn 100. So let's have a little recap of what we are doing and planning to do. So I have gained a lot of territory after the last Tidefall, and I am currently interested in taking this territory. I already have a burrow that I need to turn into the nest. I'm interested in it because of the village that is under my protectorate, so it will be science bonus for me, and also interested in it because of the generally nice anomalies and yet another deposit. I am interested in this territory just because there are two of the deposits here, and again, nice anomaly. This is the camp that I need to take. So this territory is currently being claimed by the teal player, but we can destroy the camp in one turn and prevent him from taking it. Then we have a couple of burrows here that we want to eventually turn into a nest, into the nests. And we still haven't fought this fortress. So I want not to forget to fight this fortress. We have completed our faction quest. So no quests available, and yeah, now we can just rush whatever victory can. Also, I finished raising the camp here. I like this territory because of these luxury resources that are very interesting to me. I want to give to industry on my population, so I want to attach this to my city as well. I can pick a place to build a burrow. Where would I want it? Yeah, let's put it in here. So 1, 2, 3. These also nice resources. 4. So these 4 are priority. Leviathan Ecor, not a bad one. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 nests that I want to turn into into 8 burrows that I want to turn into nests. Each one of them costs 1,500 influence, so it will take me a while. Okay, so let's move our units and let's see what are we dealing with. We build another burrow here just to not let this guy claim this territory. Of course, just burrow doesn't prevent them from doing it. So I will stick around and in case we'll raise their camp. Here we have our Horatio army that destroyed the Wraith. By the way, it did give me the deed, right? No, it did not. It didn't count towards Bringer of Doom. So, okay. Quest-specific Doom Wraiths do not count. Now we know. And I was thinking what to do. So I want to keep leveling up the hero, because he has a very nice heaven that gives me stability, approval. For every level. The problem is we kinda run out of things to fight. I'm looking for unpacified villages, so this is a village that I'm going to fight this turn. But no, I think I don't have any more wild villages around. These are wild villages, so I could send them here. Yeah, no. Come fight the unicorns. You instead come and clear the what is the path in? You want to go all around like that because there is a nice road. Yeah, okay. I have nothing against it. Do I have a job for you? Not really. I do have a job for you to pick up this randomly respawning curiosities. So free curiosity for whatever reason, just respawn every day. And I'm not complaining. Okay, instant resolution. Instant resolution just damages my heroes a little bit. I really don't care. I'm fine. Okay. And now we can fight the village. We can bring a larva with us. And here, instant resolution kills the larva. I don't care. Damages my units a little bit. I don't care. Okay. I don't need this larva. We can delete it. And that would be it. So I can order rebuilding of these villages. What else? I can do some buyouts. let's buy out this lab. Finally, we completed this quest from the very beginning of campaign. What? Yes, what? Dust! The simplicity of your needs almost makes me jealous. Regardless, yes, we now understand this phenomena. It was an ancient processing facility used to harvest dust from the seas and the air. We can, if we are careful, filter a bit of for ourselves. Yes, dust, thank you, bye-bye. Wait, you won't bury your dead? Or mourn them? What? You crazy? I have dust! They don't need it, that's all. Okay, not very big of an ancestor worship, are you? Conclude quest. I was curious. Can I see what contributes to the price? No. There is no window appearing to explain where does this 800 or 4500 comes from. So, because definitely each district becomes more expensive. So the more communal habitations I build, the more expensive the next one is. The more farms I build, the more expensive the next one is. But it seems they also might be scaling with the territory. That I am not certain about, but just looking at how enormous these prices are, and that I haven't built really that many districts. I actually suspect that the territory amount of territory is affected. So let's buy communal habitations, and then we build the works. Can I see which one? Can I see which work district is that? Because I have put these districts in the queue long time ago, so I don't remember at this point whether they're important for me or not, whether they for example bring me closer to an anomaly tile that I can buy. Like here, for example, something is planned. Okay, not very soon. Let's see. Here, nothing is planned, so getting to this anomaly will take a while. Here, nothing is planned here, so would make sense to put something in here so I can join this. Here, nothing. Here, okay, things are planned there. Here, no. Yeah, some kind of way to tell where is this district would really be helpful. And then I have planned a bunch of trading posts that would build me a bunch of roads, also give me money, a bunch of labs, and we have villages. We have the improvement. We have extractors. So I'd say all of these things are more important than the districts at this point. And districts take really a lot of time to build and cost too much to buy out. So I'm actually interested in putting these things in the beginning of the queue. Plus 1700 dust per turn if I build this one. That would be a lot. I can afford this one. So let's actually build it. And our science is doing well. Let's end the turn. +2 industry per population on artisans. Minus 25% industry cost on works. And General Natalia Shaparenko has fallen. A brilliant empire fell into ashes. I don't know why. So yes, I took her capital. Guilty. But then she existed here and there. She had the city. So I don't really know what happened. And now what happens with this territory? Is it just free for taking? So you have to declare war. Declare war on whom? Ah, okay, so it's just gone. And the yields of this tile? They also gone. Do I want to join this territory? Boo. Okay, you just chill. Okay, the free curiosities finally disappeared. And I have enough influence to buy a nest. So I think I want to start with this one to assimilate these guys. Currently I have 2570 science. And if I turn this into the nest, I get 2642, a little bit more. And I can immediately buy this tile. Nice, even more science. And I can order construction here. Some visual bug with these foundations on anomalies. shouldn't be that black. Okay, let's move our guys. Run, rabbit, run. Ooh, we don't want to be near them. They are going to attack us. So let's skedaddle. You do nothing. We removed the camp. Good. It of course was not an act of aggression, because you see we are actually partnering with these guys. We have non-aggression pact, so destroying each other camps doesn't mean anything. You have nothing to do. Okay, you go away. The rest of you guys will be corruptors, infestors, sorry, and I can afford it. Okay, now I only need to level you up. You have... Wait a second. Do you see what I see? Ranged 3 and ranged 4. Can you decide which one is it? So these guys have damage 78, 88. My Horatio. Where is my Horatio? He was here and I sent him down to fight these villages. Did he go there in a weird way? I lost my Horatio hero. Wanted to compare them with the Horatios, because I have a suspicion that they are much stronger and that I don't really want to keep the Horatios as his main army. Like, they don't really have any synergy. They are only thematically linked. So anyway, you just stick around for a while. This army, there is leveling up to do. This is my fighter. I want to give him health. I want to give him this skill, and I want to start leveling up the intuition. Actually, don't mind taking this skill either. This is a bit useless, so let's start with health. And then what should we do? I think I really am running out of things to do. Yeah, I can sell something. At least extractors don't scale in price, so I can buy them easily. Okay, so this will be done in the first turn, and this, and also at some point I do want to improve the landscaping. It will affect 46 tiles in my territory. And the turn. Row completed. Which one? This one. You do nothing. You do nothing. Are you arriving? Yes. So let's fight them. Let's fight them, but let's first check the industry price of a district. So let's say this works, cost 5,234. 5,234. We cannot instantly resolve it. We have a choke point situation here. So let's say you go here, you go here, you go here. Something like that. Where is the big boss? This is the big boss. These guys are not ranged. So let's do that. Ah, no. He's not damaged. He's not damaged, so if I kill him, I will not get another action. It's alright. I can do that instead. Didn't kill him? Okay. Okay. Nice ball. Nice armor. Nice shield. Don't really need anything of it. So it was 5,234. It's still the same. Now I'll take that and attach it to the city. And 5,234 didn't change. So probably it's just scaling with the number of districts, but yeah. I'm not complaining. My city is super strong, my economy is super strong, I'm getting tons of food, tons of production, tons of dust, tons of science. So if these districts wouldn't be scaling that hard, it would be even more free winning this game. Okay, so this will be the improvement. And then we have the districts: work, merchant house, labs, and many more trading posts to build the roads, many more labs, and now another extractor. We got a new improvement: plus 22 production, minus 11 money. Do want it. Bless you. Okay. Still, this is the one I want the most, so let's build this one first, then the others. How do we do with population? We're doing all right with population. We're super happy. Yep. Okay, so you can go. Do I want to exchange the behemoth and the slicer for another infestors? $581 health, 240, 113, 134, 144, 159. This is not the highest level yet. I think I do. So slicer I haven't really been using for a long time. So slicer, go away. And you go away. You have deserved to just chill in the city and look at the magnificent natural wonder. And I want to meet with two of you guys. So you come here, you come here, and we will all go and come here. Yes? No? No. I need you to come here instead. Okay. You just wait a turn, meet with them next turn, and you'll be ready. Where is my Horatio? Here is my Horatio. Right. So yeah, these guys have less damage. I won't be able now to find my infestors because they are in the burrows. But I remember them having 68, 78, I believe, damage. War Master is not a useful skill now on the shooters, on the shooter only army, because we first need to encircle units. So I think that means that we need to send the Horatio clones somewhere to chill and get ourselves an army of infestors, and maybe hire a hero. What kind of hero? No, definitely shooter hero to make our shooter stronger, right? That is an interesting design. Standard minor faction hero. No, there was a Fallen Lord shooter hero, I believe, or was it a hook? Or was it a caster? So currently our only shooters are the minor factions. And their skills are not as interesting, so they just need it for minor factions units, while I'm gonna be using the main faction units. Experience for them, reduce upkeep, adds health, adds damage, and recruits a minor faction unit. No, but I need to be opening this section a bit more often. Do I have somewhere a bunch of... Okay, there is a larva here that can be turned into a corruptor infestor, and I think that's it. The rest are birds. Anyway, let's start with you. So you come here, became first a spitter, then a corruptor, then an infestor, and then no. And then travel here to meet with our Horatio friend. even more approval. I will not build this improvement just yet, because currently my approval on the city is absolutely enormous, but I do want to have all the influence income I can get. Wait, I brought the whole army here. I didn't mean to bring the whole army here. So, 182 health, 160 health. Less health. Less armor. More damage. But no, they have armor because they are level 3. It gives them free armor. Their default health 167. So just a little bit more than here. 145. Yeah, I will be substituting them all with my infestors. So the next 1 to 3 larvas will go into 1 to 3 infestors. Okay, you guys. So you go here, you go here. Now you meet. I will still keep you around because you are max level veterans who have deserved to just chill in the city. Let's say you reach your retirement. Now, I want to fight something to be able to level them up, because currently they are a bit weak, but I have nothing to fight. You are retired now. You are just chill. You join forces and yeah, wait for something to happen. You are a single Horatio. You want to be looking at something beautiful. For example, at this. So why don't you come here and enjoy your retirement? Enter borrow and exit the borrow here. Okay, and turn. So now I believe we will be just clicking and turn very often. That will be our way of playing the game until the next monsoon happens. Where are you going? I don't remember. Ah, look, we have a larva. Larva, I want you to come here. So, first of all, I want you, larva, to become a speeder. And then to become corruptor and then to become an infestor. And then I want you, infestor, to come join our friend Horatio. Let's fight. Instant resolution is a bit tough. I can do much better. I can do significantly better. Okay. Come at me. And that's the battle. No damage taken. Hello here, little future infestor. Or should I say current infestor? Now, what do we want? We want that. Mostly we want that, and also that a little bit. So you just wait. You just wait. You are a retired Horatio who goes to chill in the haven. And look at this beautiful, beautiful swain tree of Sayada. We have something to buy. Okay, we build all the improvements we cared about for the moment. We build all the extractors, rebuild all the villages. So now we just put in the turns for the districts. I can join another territory. Right. I want to start focusing on these resources. So this is less important, and at the moment nobody is trying to take it anymore. So yeah, let's go for crystal cup deposits. So let's take that borrow and evolve it into nest, and immediately place these extractors and even buy them out right away. Okay, now we get ourselves some income of crystal cup, and it can boost the industry on our population. I want to build a district here eventually as well, specifically a trading post, so that we can have ourselves a road that hopefully would connect these trading posts and these trading posts. Do I have a trading post here? Yes. Okay. Science. We can look at our science. We have 2 turns. And we will be done with year 5. And it will unlock year 6. The technologies that we need to win the science victory. In year 5, we still haven't unlocked these choices, so I am starting to doubt that I will be able to. Is there something here that I definitely want? More dust, treasury, more dust. More dust. Plus 2 dust minus approval. Cheaper merchants' houses and -1 approval on scribes, but 1 approval on citizens and artisans. So, okay, this is the technology I definitely will be picking between these 2. And let's hope that finishing with this and this would unlock some choices here, but I really doubt. Okay, here, one of the Horatios can retire What do you mean you cannot enter the borough? Why? Okay, you can now. So So you will retire also into the heaven. Meanwhile, we will attack this village. I don't want the swarm, thank you. Import. Instant resolution? No. No, come on, come on. That is not serious. You go here, you go here. So let's fight. We call for the clones. We move the clones here. Like with a single choke point to connect two halves of the map, they want me to lose units on this battle. Like sometimes auto-resolver just does some weird things. Okay. Okay. Whalebone mace. Incapacitating strike. Slowed. Don't care about slowed. Ah. Okay. So we get ourselves another. Almost got ourselves another infestor. And the next turn we'll be sending yet another Horatio to retire. You just wait. I have an infestor here that wants to come this way. You instead just chill. Nothing for you, nothing for you. I have money, but not enough to buy any construction. There are no improvements for me to buy. Okay. And the turn. +2 food per population, -1 dust. Okay. Museum. Okay, more influence. +2 influence on 4. New era. The years of reckoning unlocked, offering new technologies to research and new era effect. Okay, so let's look at our Technology? No, we still cannot. A prior technology must be researched first. Which prior technology? The latter technology cannot be researched until the former... Ah, wait a second. So this one locks this one. So it is not a choice. Okay, I see. That exclusive technologies means that you can choose one of them. That means that you first do the one and then the other. I see. Okay. My bad. Not all of us are geniuses who understand that on the first glance. Let's see, what do we want? Do we want to jump into final technologies? 15 dust on City Hall, buyout cost on unit. Ooh, that would be very nice. I would actually be able to maybe afford buying some districts. 100 food on district, 100% on industry, influence, dust, science, minus 50% cost on foundation. That's a lot. One Fidzi, except for the food, one Idzi on population if they are jubilant. Plus 15% influence on City Hall. Plus 50 health on unit. Plus 10 damage on unit. Plus 10 defense on units. Yeah, that's just bonkers. Plus 15 science on City Hall. Minus 20 on all technology. Will take me 18 turns to research. 18 turns. So, let's see. What do we want? What do we want and in which order? That is useless. That is very much not useless. But it requires the third tier of strategic resources, so I won't really be able to do it. Plus 50 industry per population on artisans. That is not useless either. So let's go that. Then lecture hall, minus 1 dust, plus 2 science on scribes, plus 4 science on laboratory. Okay. Minus 1 approval, plus 2 science, minus 25 industry cost on laboratory. That is nice to reduce the industry cost on laboratory, but I really don't want to accumulate extra approval price on my population, despite of me having quite a large level of approval currently. Then plus 10 science per city level, useless. Industry into science, plus 2 science on laboratories district, and it will unlock plus 50% science on scribes. And yeah, so I want to get this. Okay, that would require again 5 of the resources that I don't have, but I do want to get them. Food, influence. Well, this is a cheap one, 2,160. Why is it so cheap? I don't know. And this is as well. Okay, let it be that for now. Maybe that as well. Let's move our armies. So we have now 2 of the Horatios will be going home. Okay, you guys can retire. Here we're retiring, right? You grab them and then them, and then we attack. We don't need any reinforcements, they will just clutter our battlefield. Now here we do not have any choke point. Here I understand that auto-resolve wants to lose some of my units. Yet it will not happen. Not on my watch. Not on my watch, no sir. Yep. Manual battle. Let's call ourselves some of meat fodder. One, two, three, four. You won't be able to run 4 because it costs 2. Okay, they all gonna be fighting in the forest. That is something I need to be aware of. Unless I just want to back into the corner. Let me think. So these guys will run here and can attack from behind. So if I put one temporary unit in there, it should be able to block this direction. Okay, let's try to actually bring it on to them. So you shoot the guy. You shoot the guy. They are standing in the forest, apparently. You shoot the guy. Okay, I need you to shoot the guy, and then I need you to kill the guy. Beautiful. They won't be able to arrive here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe they will be able to arrive there. Not if I place here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I don't want to move them closer and potentially get attacked, so let's try to defend. Okay. I am rather happy with that. Now we just need to properly focus fire these guys. So you do that. You call for an extra unit. Or not. Let me think. You can attack. You can attack. You can kill. You can attack. Okay. Voila! +2 intuition. Exalted intuition. Not bad. Unfortunately, there are so many good accessories that I already possess that I don't think it wins the competition. And right, you haven't been a corruptor at all. You haven't been an infestor. You have been a corruptor. I didn't realize it while I was fighting the battle, so that could have costed me something. So you go into Spitter, spend the turn, you just wait, you go join your friends. And well, you're not needed. Not for now, at least. Okay. Anything we can buy out? Nothing really. Any new improvements? Yes, some new improvements. More influence, more food. Let's take both of them. Let's start with influence. I can join another territory. Okay. This one to get even more crystal cup deposits. Now my income is 9. So evolve into nest. Build this. Build this. Build the villages because I'm a good guy. And now buy out. Okay, we're here, right? We want to build another, not to build, to plan the building of another trading post for extra connectivity. And we would like to build a trading post in there, actually. You want... we'll be able to afford this next turn. Nice. Any trading post planned in here? Why not? Nice adjacency to two resources and gives us another point of concentration for roads. Okay. Next turn, do not forget to buy this tile and plan a trade post in there. Buy the tile, plan a trade post. Okay, I am afraid to even imagine how much their price will scale up to, because like currently they all show the same price. They do not take into account all the districts I'm building before them. And I have a suspicion actually that the district price gets scaled not only with the districts of that type, but with the total number of districts. So it scales faster for the number of the districts of this specific type. But still, I need to pay attention when I finish this works. Will this merchant house go from 4,900 to a high number? I suspect it will. Okay, so you, Horatio, step aside and go retire yourself. Oi! Since when you are here? And go retire yourself with your friends. You join up, and now we want you to become an infestor, and we want not to forget to turn you into corruptor. I mean, you are a corruptor, to turn you into an infestor. Now, we have again nothing to do. Do I want to bully them and take back this territory? I really don't. I don't care about this territory that much. Yes, there are two villages, but like, so what? But I will not let them take either of these two. These are mine. Okay, you Horatius go there. And you do nothing. And you do nothing. And you do nothing. I don't have enough meat, so buy out this one, 2 turns, so I will be able to check the inflation of other districts next turn. We don't have enough influence to do anything. We need to press this button. We need to press this button. We cannot press this button. Or this. Okay. Next turn. Come join your friends. You do nothing, you do nothing, and turn. $54 meat. Is that enough? I believe it is exactly enough. 53 meat, yes. Infesta, good. Now that is a strong army. Still want to have a ranged hero. But want this ranged hero to be of a specific faction rather than of a major faction, not a minor one. Okay, you do nothing, you do nothing, you do nothing. Okay, the price of the merchant house, 3,701. Here 5,534. 3,701, 5,534. 4,255, 6,273. Yes. So they scale with the number of districts in one way and with the number of the same districts in a faster way. Oof. That will cost a lot. That will cost a lot. I will never finish this queue. Improvements. More dust, more approval. That is just perfect. And I can join another territory. Which one? This one? This one? Perhaps this one? Wait, are these guys in my protectorate? No, they're not. No, they are not. I never got Ameritrins under my protectorate. That is not good. And it is the only village of Ameritrins. It seems they want to build another camp in here. I guess we will say no to that. Does the price of the districts go up with the extractors? The number of extractors? Do they count as districts towards increasing the price? So 4,255. 4,200. Okay, at least extractors I can build for free. Good. Would be nice to arrive there, although don't really see this happening anytime soon or ever. Push come to shove, I'm not sure which way the Dahooks would go if it was you or them. They whisper in my ear that you are no better than vermin. They get along with someone who hates you. Aren't both of you friendly with me? Who of you hates me? Who of you friendly motherfuckers are up to get me? Nothing for you, nothing for you, nothing for you. Not enough money to buy the improvement. Okay, not enough money to click on that. Unfortunately, next turn. Sayada awakens. At the heart of the empire, 3 very different characters petition for 3 very different responses to the awakening of Sayada's Lost. With Sayada seas falling, the world's long entrapped god will soon return to wakefulness. How will you prepare for its return? So this is our awakening victory situation. The day of reckoning. With night falling over Adgoh, that's the name of my city of insects, an odd company of Gorogs approach the city. In their midst, they carry 2 very different figures of makeshift stretchers. 2 hardly breaking sweat bear a slender woman, while 4 others, straining under the weight, carry the bulky form of an Amertrin. Digital light flickers from the woman's wrist piece. Even before they reach the heart of Adgok, you know they are Moria Kupas and Jarosite with Cerberus in tow. So the 3 guys who were giving us some quests. The Nakalim lady, this stone dude, and a virtual endless thingy. The Gorok leader explains they found the pair unconscious beside a small camp while searching Sayada's deepest recess for a fabled Gorok stronghold. Where they lay, the air was thick with dust and ash, he tells you, and suspects they succumbed to the glittering smog. After carrying the pair up to the fresh climbs, the Gorogs were at a loss as to how to proceed. Before the Nakalim muttered the name Prime, one who stalks afar, in her agitated sleep. The Gorogs seek only shelter for the night and are gone before the sun rises. Later that morning, Moria and Jarosite awaken. So this takes exactly the same for all the factions. And yeah, these Gorogs don't really care and go in the center of the hive of murder bugs and they're like, yeah, we just bring these guys to you. I think they will be a little bit afraid to actually come in. The swarm has guests. Where are we? So this is the Jarosite, ancient Amitrin. You owe your lives to a band of Gorogs. They found you. In the depth, last thing I remember, we'd set up camp not far from a fissure. We planned to descend. Also, why are they together? What brought them together? Why, like, the story never explains, because they have actually quite different beliefs. Listen, Sayada is awakening, the ancient god that the endless trapped never perished. Within the year it will rise, hale and vengeful, which is why we must worship it with all our hearts. Piety, prayer, devotion. Show it you are the antithesis of the endless, and you might escape its wrath. No, the god will not respect blind subservience. Follow my ancestors' lead. Impress the god with great feats, and you will earn its admiration. Moria Kupos hails from a race that once revered the lost. She is only interested in reviving the Sayada's lost to fulfill an ancient prophecy, see her own people ascendant again. The lost is awakening, though. It is, that is inescapable. But its awakening should be met with shackles, not veneration. So, okay, Endless are the ones who imprison the lost and use them to get the dust. So yeah, he wants to exploit the god, subdue it. Unless you want to be at the whim of a god imprisoned for millennia, awakening into an unfamiliar galaxy, then yes, the lost must be mastered. You would be wise not to listen to a megalomaniac piece of code, Prime, one who stalks afar. Begone. It is time the swarm decided. So here we can choose 3 paths: to worship, to impress, or to master. Each one of them has a set of objectives, and you might think that all of them must be achieved, but no, you achieve one of them and you win. So possess 125 population and keep them for 5 turns. That is actually quite difficult for us because we need to grow the city enormously, and our main way now of gaining population slots is through communal habitations districts, and since it takes forever for me to build a district and costs incredible amount of money, I won't really be able to reach 125 population. With a different faction, by having a multitude of cities, like really easy step. Acclaim, build 5 monuments to the lost and keep them for 5 turns. Again, building any kind of monuments, any kind of districts is very difficult, and research 6 technologies is also very slow. Plus, if I'm role playing, I don't want to worship any random thing. So impress. Hoard 60 strategic resources of 6 different types and keep them for 6 turns. That will happen eventually. We need to have the next Tidefall, which will unearth the 3rd tier of strategic resources. I will quickly grab them and I will quickly get to 60 strategic resources. So that is very easy. Pacify 30 minor faction villages. I don't know how many we pacified. We actually might be almost there. Finally, supremacy. Control 26 territories and keep them for 5 turns. Clear 13 fortresses. That is super easy to achieve. And which one do I want to choose? Do I want to impress them, or do I want to master the lost? When I played on aspects, I tried all 3 of the paths and was severely disappointed because like the worship is the good ending when the lost comes out and like, oh okay, you worship me, let's be friends, and then you have a nice planet and you live there. Impress, the lost is not impressed, just leaves and like half destroys the planet. And master, like even worse. So I don't remember, but basically the planet was left in a sorry state. I don't like it. I don't like to be punished by the game for my choices. So not for the something like I played badly, I didn't reach the objective. No, I chose the wrong objective to have happily ever after. So that is not nice. I will choose impress for now. I will be able to change the path later if I want to. With night falling over Adgok, an odd company of Gorogs approach the city. Wait. I already read this whole thing. Why are you showing it to me again? Impress. No, what is going on? These are worship objectives while I'm choosing impress. Game, don't be bugged. Impress. Hoard strategic resources, pacify 30 minus minor villages. 2 of the empires chose impress, 1 of the empire chose worship. based on the number of the empires that chose a specific path, there will be some bonuses, as far as I know. Not sure what are the bonuses. So currently I am at 23 villages, so I just need to pacify 7 more. Easy to achieve. And if I would choose master, I already have 31 territory and I already won over 16 fortresses. So if I choose to, I can finish the game now. I can finish the game now without ever reaching the end game, without ever reaching the third resources, without being able to befriend my friend Opbot here, without ever fighting level 3 fortresses, which is weird, I guess. Like, it's not supposed to happen this way. The enemy is actually supposed to possess more territories. They're supposed to beat you to some of the fortresses. So, like, I can win the game because I was the only one who was playing it. Now, do I want to extend the struggle? And do what exactly? The faction quest is complete. So now I'm just sitting here clicking and turn and turn and turn until this whole thing. That's a lot of 6s. Yeah, let's actually change victory path. We need to stand strongest. The lost will respect it. Give us its blessing. I pray you are right. No. Can I actually change the path? Okay, master. Confirm. Jarosite, can we really sway a god with our worldly feats? What? Why? This is the only way. I think there are others. Master, again it's showing me the worship objectives. Yes, a god must be worshipped. Now you see the light. What? Cerberus, you're not. That is not your. That is not your line. This is the line of the Nakalim lady. You were right. This is what Necrophage must do. You will stand on the right side of history. Not only do they have very bad dialogues, they also mix them up. Control 26 territories for 5 turns, clear 13 fortresses. Awakening victory, here am I cleared 16, I possess 31. So skip, 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 and turn. End of your journey. This is your last turn. Now. Previously, the game was crashing each time I complete the screen. So I never saw the final score. So let's see whether it got fixed or not. It might be specifically Linux problem because other people reaching the victory screen with no issues. But at least I believe we will see the cinematic. And the game.
Gathering or feeding or clashing, we stopped as one, shrieked to the skies in frenzied victory. Soon enough, our lands cracked and our nests shook as the god-beast struggled to break free. The god-beast raged, and we swiftly realized our mistake. None could fight, feed, and rain terror across a world as well as the swarm. But beside the god-beast we were nothing. In its fury it left Sayada a blackened shell. We are masters of a ruined world, Cerberus. Was that your wish?
It is the victory screen. The game didn't crash. So, as I told you, I got punished for a choice I make. The only right choice is to worship. I don't want to worship. That's not the type of player I am. So, this narrative decision by Amplitude Studios is quite annoying. So it took us 23 hours and 112 turns to complete the game, and we can see the score. That enemies, the AI were like slowly and linearly growing. Way too slow. In endless space, for example, you would usually overtake the AI, but somewhere on the fast game speed, somewhere around like 60-70 turns, I believe, into the game. So you would have a nice scaling snowballing curve, while AI would have somewhat more of a linear one, but that starts much higher than yours. Here I was ahead of them for the whole game. Most profitable resource: corpses, 6,400 collected, 157 curiosities. Favorite minor population: hydrocorns, 5 villages. Best city, the only one. Food, they never had any food. Industry, okay, they surpassed 300 industry. Dust, and that is why the kin lost. So they went into negative money, and then 10 turns later they lost due to being in deficit. So you cannot stay for more than 10 turns with negative money. Science, influence, approval, population, technologies. So I'm ahead in absolutely every single metrics. Units, okay, they had more units than me at some point. Who cares? They cannot use these units. They didn't build good armies. They didn't attack me in a good manner. Cities, they stayed on a single city for almost half of the game. Territories, also nothing. Yep, that is the game. I might actually record a play of Endless Space 2, especially since I didn't play it since the very last patch that was last year. Just to contrast of how much of a better game it is in its current state, with all its bugs, with all its problems with AI. It still can be an enjoyable game. This, on the other hand, is very questionable. Return to the game and continue playing without end. No, thank you. Quit to main menu. So that is 112 victory on Necrophage. There were some updates to the game since I started this campaign, so I might start another one to just go through the first few turns and see whether more active AI in the beginning of the game actually works or not. But here we are. So thank you for your attention, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.